Hi there, welcome to my next video on my YouTube channel, Natural Harmony with Lorelei. Great to see you again here in this other piece of nature that I am going to show you around with in a little bit. But I wanted to talk with you about a topic um, that was so much on my mind and in my heart that I actually even wrote a book about it. And I'm not here to promote this book. I'm just here to walk and talk with you about the topic. And it's about healing, and not the kind of, not too deep spiritually, but a little bit spiritually maybe, but also just the healing of your heart, the scars, to take care of the scars in your life. I think, yes, I just thought of that. The scars of your life need to be they taken care of. And for me, I had a pretty heavy time after my divorce. I was along with my three kids, desperately finding a house, a home, place to stay, sort everything out. Anyhow, like many other women or men who are going through a divorce. Some of them go apparently smooth, some of them not. I'm not talking here. I'm not here to talk with you about divorcing, but about um, letting things go, and letting them go and say clearly no. And that's a part of healing, I believe. And I, I I started with that about 2 years ago, I think, and it's still in my mind, the way I did it, how I did it. And when I talk with other people with it, they say, you should talk about that, or you should write about that. So I guess I'm doing both. I have written about it, and I will talk about it now as well. So I'm going to flip my screen and share with you the piece of nature, the beautiful nature that I'm walking around here and walking in. And I hope you enjoy what I'm saying. I'm not English, it's not my mother tongue, so I hope you can still make sense of despite of my grammar mistakes or my wrongful use of words. I hope you forgive me. I'm doing my best, and I hope you enjoy this video, and we'll talk more on the other side of the screen. So I see you in a bit. Right, so here we are on the trail that I just started talking to you from, and flip the screen and showing you around. The sun has been in my favor again. It's beautiful weather. It's almost autumn, but the sun doesn't want to give up, and it's still a very nice warm day. And well, whether it's a nice day to talk about healing, I don't know, but nature does heal. I'm convinced of that. Well, I found it out for myself. It does. It does heal in a certain way, or it helps you healing. Let me say that. It helps you healing because it helps you to calm down and to deeply inhale and exhale, actually. And that's a part of the healing, of taking care of your scars. But the healing that I need to heal from was not just because I need to do a lot of things to keep the peace, keep smiling, keep going along with certain things that were going heavily against my being, myself, my what I stood for. But I had to endure it for a certain moment of time, and that does leave scars. It doesn't You don't realize that at the moment, but it does leave scars. And also the fact that you can't believe this is happening to you, or somebody is doing it to you, and or you're letting somebody do it to you. That's another one, of course. And all in all, that does leave scars, and sometimes how you deal with things, or how you have to learn to not do things like that anymore, or how to deal with them. And it's all a part of the healing and the scars that you have to work away, and to say, well, I'm going to make a clear stop to this, and I have to let it all go, because otherwise it will keep on influencing too much of my today to day, and of the day of today, rather, sorry, and the rest of well, to say it dramatically, the rest of your life. But that's what it is. So I was busy with that, and I wrote it away from me. I wrote it down. I wrote nice poems, and it helped me. It helped me, like, finding words, and that made me realize I never even thought I was thinking about it like that, and it did. I can really advise you to, whether you want to journal, or whether you want to write in a diary, or you want to write a book, or poetry. It did help for me. And whilst I was doing all of that, it helped me to notice, as I said, parts of myself that I used to hide, or at least suppress. And I find out that old patterns well, sometimes they damaged me. Some of them damaged me, and some of them kept me safe. And it's about differentiating those from each other. It's like, which one are they? Which one can I keep in my life, and which one I have to just really let go of and say no, no more, no more, not again, ever. And that's a strong statement you have to say to yourself. Well, of course you don't have to say it. It's just my experience and what I share about it. And of course, you may not have come across a situation like that, or you don't have scars like that. Well, that's good for you, great for you, and I'm happy for you. But for those of us who does have those little scars, bigger scars, it's I can say I found out that it's not always about how you're fixing things or just releasing them, but it's a deep release, not just saying, oh yes, I won't do it anymore, or no, it has to really go deep from deep inside. A deep release, a deep inhale, exhale, actually from deep down inside. And also another thing what comes with that is that you have to love yourself. I find out I have to start to love myself much more again. I appreciated myself. I I sometimes even liked myself, but I also didn't like a lot of things that I had to do, and that made me become that. Not to be secretive about it, it's a lot to do with my divorce. Actually, it was a very heavy one, and it lingered on for years. And I had my 3 little kids to support and to protect, and it really left a scar. And not the kids. The kids are just my life. They still are. They're young adults now, but at the time, I just loved it all the way. Despite all the nasty things that were happening, those were my lights, my 3 sparks, really. And now I choose to openly keep some space in my. How can I say it? I leave some space in my mind and in my heart, and I want to keep that space. And why am I want to keep that space? I want to keep that space to fill it in with positive things, to other things that I like, things that I love, things that I used to love and I didn't remember anymore. And yeah, so I don't want to have this healing kind of part that drains my energy. I want to charge. I want to recharge my inner self, my battery in that respect. I think that's why we call them. So I believe that a lot of a feeling of freedom and a feeling of peace came when I stopped defending all the things that I had to do whilst going through a divorce. I don't even want to really think about them anymore. And when I do think about it, I give myself a certain time to think about it and then stop. Then it's a no, I'm going to stop thinking about it because, again, it will have too much influence on my life for today. And yeah, I think that's it. In the meantime, I hope you enjoy, because I'm babbling on too much maybe, and I'm showing you it, but it really is new. The sun is coming through the trees, and it's a really beautiful sight. So starting my YouTube channel was another thing, and not just for healing purposes. It's just something that I really like. I enjoyed it, and I'm just so surprised actually that I'm doing it. I never thought I would. Sorry. Well, I think it's a dry mouth, or as the spiritual people say, sorry, it's my throat chakra, perhaps. It could be. It could be. It could be. I am a Reiki master as well, and I do go for the certain spiritual side of things. I do. I don't know if you do. If you have any thoughts about that, let me know. It will be interesting. Maybe I can do a next video on that. And let me know in general what you think of this. That will be nice. So I don't have the feeling I'm talking just for talking's sake, but actually somebody is listening and somebody can relate to it or find the light in what I say. Because now I choose to really to accept myself, my messy self, my authentic self. I think that's the popular word they use these days, authentic. And I'm going for that. I'm not going to settle for less. This is what it is, and I'm not going to I'm going to prevent new scars from happening. Okay, I might have a bruise here and there, but scars, I'm not open for it anymore. I don't allow it in my mind, and in my heart, and in my body, no longer. And therefore, I think I'm very happy that I've managed to let a lot of things go, and from now on say clearly no to things. And still, even despite there was some bad things happening in my life, I can still pick out from that the few good things that did happen, and they can stay. They can stay in my life. I don't have a problem with that because that's also a part of me. I think that's also good if you can still appreciate the good things that were happening during a bad time. That's also another part of healing, maybe. Yes, it might. So I will keep on picking up my courage, and I hope you can too. If you have things to work away, to work away or to let go and keep them away. I hope you succeed in that as well, if that's necessary for you to do. And because I believe that if you really want to grow further in life and you want to continue your life in a pleasant way, that you have to be honest and you have to have a certain degree, I think, even for being courageous in this day and age, because I think we can all agree it's a crazy world out there for the moment. But let me not go into that, because then it's going to be a very long video, I believe. So I've learned, I'm still learning every day, that letting go and saying no is not weak. It's not. I'm not chickening out on things, but it's not weakness. As it's bravery. You have to do it if you want to make something better of your life than the scars it got along the way. And I believe that we're no longer holding in to your life and into your heart and into your mind what no longer fits anymore. Just make room for it. Just let it go and say no when you actually even smell something remotely happening again, of trying to creep back into your life. Say no. No is a magic word in that respect. So I wanted to know if you'd like to if you like to keep it, write it in the comments rather. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words here. um, if you ever had to release something, even with love, and clearly say no, because no matter whether you loved it or didn't love it, or it's a crisis, or it's just a feeling that it's not right for me, if it happened to you and you had to release that, I'd love to know how you approached it, because if you write it in the comments, we can all maybe learn from it, have new insights, and yeah, please do leave a comment below if you have the time for it or you feel like it. And if not, I still hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope you're going to take care of yourself. Take care of yourself very well. Take care of your loved ones. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.